for New Orleans, and Paul hits the jumper to start with. He's averaging 21 points a game.
A big effort by Skip Malou on the road at a time when the Rockets needed it most.
Morris Peterson hits. Had said over this winning streak that Brady has trouble making his team better, and there's a foul by Mutombo.
So that's the shot Skip could be a little bit more patient on.
Get that anytime he wants it. Chris Paul with the basket. So he's off to a good start. Chris Paul, another miss. Mutombo has bothered him on 3 of his 4 shots. And a steal. He gets 1 a game at least. Every game this season. Chris Paul. Morris Peterson knocked out of bounds by Rafer Alston.
Too much mustard on the hot dog. Just run a fundamentally sound transition. That's all you need.
Mike James from the outside with a miss. An 11-0 run.
There's some deal these guys believe. They're playing with a lot of confidence. It's 48 minutes.
I don't know why not, the way he's going right now. There's Stojakovic from the outside with a 3. Steve Novak misses from the outside. His first miss of the game. Paul gets a 3. So back-to-back threes by the Hornets. And presto, they're right back in it.
I never liked Page's shot. He kind of slinks it. It's been very effective. But it's not pretty like the Reggie Miller three, or Dale Ellis, or Larry Bird.
Well, he's going to be there with him here in about 3 or 4 more years. And this quarter.
I'll tell you something. Both teams have picked up their intensity level tremendously.
New Orleans battling with the Lakers right now. Morris Peterson hits a 3. And Chandler.
The pick and roll of New Orleans is just devastating with Chris Paul. Starts with great ball movement. That's how you get those open shots from three-point land.
Why not? Chris Paul answers with a 3. Come back to you, and he missed it.
Now they're going to come from Mutombo or Scola. Skip could knock him down.
Chris Paul taking it inside, picked up the dribble, and nobody came over.
Slam dunk.
First basket of the game for the Kimby. Tyson Chandler with an acrobatic dunk shot.
Check out the chemistry, though. Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Tyson Chandler. I love it. It's just good coaching.
Scola checks out Battier on the wing. Mutombo tips it. Got a little shove from behind that time by Chris Paul. He wanted a call, didn't get it. Alley-oop again to Chandler. And a technical foul is called on Mutombo. Gives it up to Chris Paul. These two teams can score at such a quick rate that neither one are really out of the game. And here's Paul bringing them back. 6 unanswered points. 7 actually by the Hornets. Basketball player, you really flourish in his system.
Absolutely. You can create layups and easy opportunities for yourself and your teammates.
You know, that's a pretty good trait because you hear a lot of players say coaches sometimes try to control them too much.
Yeah. They put him in a box doing this thing.
9-point lead by the Rockets. Paul has picked up his dribble. Offensive rebound to Tyson Chandler. Again, the pick and roll. And again, a basket by Chris Paul. You just almost can't stop him. That pick and roll, somebody cold-blooded 3-11 three-pointers for the Rockets. T-Mac is 3 for 5 behind the arc. Chris Paul misses from the outside. Peterson misses. Peterson put it back up and in.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Knocked away, and Chris Paul gets it back. Into Chandler. Chandler puts it up and misses. Offensive rebounder inside, and Chandler, right now the Hornets are just controlling the inside.
Second chance opportunities.
McGrady misses on a 3, and the Rockets with a 9-point lead. Chris Paul puts stepping in.
Oh, he can just do that all day coming off that pick.
Is he with Steve Nash now? Would you call them equals?
Steve is getting up in age. I wouldn't call him equal. I'd say Chris Paul would have to be considered the best point guard in the game today.
77-68, Houston with the lead.
When you see point guards averaging 20 points over 10 assists, you got some real leaders out there.
Chris Paul again. He just can't stop the guy.
He can score whenever he wants, but he has a tendency to want to run the offense. He's still shooting about 39%.
Yeah, he's 1 for 5 tonight and struggled in Dallas. To right on the alley-oop from the outside.
The 10-point perfect pass. Fuego.
19 seconds. Difference of about 5 seconds. Shot clock, game clock. Chris Paul misses from the outside. The rebound, Scola behind the back and throws it away. 3 seconds left. And a late able to do in the second quarter.
Now here in the fourth, with the shooters back in with Luther Head, and this would be a great opportunity to do that.
Chris Paul checked back into the game and immediately got the ball to Tyson Chandler. And 12th three-pointer by Houston. Luther Head 3 for 5. Novak 2 for 3. Austin 3 for 6. T-Mac 3 for 6. And guess who scored? Chris Paul.
His footwork is so good.
That ties a season high for the Houston Rockets. 13 threes in a game, and Hayes with a foul.
And the Hornets are down to a one-man show with Chris Paul just taking over offensively. But the key is it looked like good D here, but so he tries to get you before you get up there.
I think it depends in the NBA on who you're fouling. Had that been anybody else on their team, he probably would have gotten the call, but it was Chris Paul.
So he gets that call because he is a marquee player and well-deserved.
And he's also one of the best free throw shooters in the NBA. He's number 9 in the league at 88%. 8 assists for T-Mac. Rockets with 25 assists. Luther Head out the results at the other end. Chris Paul to the basket, and he's fouled. And now, if you're going to foul a guy, you can't let him make it.
Well, he's so quick, Bill. They tried. He moved the ball all the way around his body, kept his right hand free, and he's strong enough to absorb the contact. You see that? And still finish strong. That's the beauty of Chris Paul's game.
Now, Clyde, if you're playing against a guy like Chris Paul, who's just basically scoring at will, wouldn't you want to give him a hard foul?
Well, he tried. That's the hard thing. He's so good, he couldn't even foul him right.
Got to put a Dallas Mavericks foul on him. Rafer Alston right to the basket for 2 more, and he answered. Rafer's pretty good at bringing it right back at you.
Well, he competes. And that's what you want to see your players do.
Chris Paul, unbelievable.
Chris Paul says, take that.
An unbelievable performance by himself. 33 points, 8 assists, threes, and Rafer Alston 4 for 7 from behind the arc. Chris Paul sets up his big center, Tyson Chandler. Luther Head now has got Chris Paul for the moment.
The pick and roll of the Hornets. I mean, they can get any shot they want.
Assist from McGrady. He's got 35 points and 9 helpers. And Chris Paul hits a 2.
Anytime he wants.
To Malou basket from the New York City streets. Fargo in the lane. Back outside to Chris Paul. Rockets scrambling all over. Great defense so far. Paul will step back and fire. Misses. Look at that rock.
As a starter. So he knows what to do when he's called upon.
Chris Paul again. 37 points for Chris Paul. And Chris Paul just great baskets. Tyson Chandler with a pass from Chris Paul.
He's certainly at a disadvantage.
39 points for McGrady, his season high 47. Chris Paul finally misses to go 18 in a row, but they'll join some pretty select company. And Tyson Chandler, that's about the 8th